Happy Monday. Welcome back to another week in the market. This is going to be an absolutely wild one. We have PCE coming out on Friday. We have all sorts of earnings coming out throughout this week as well. We have to talk about that. And then again, we obviously have to be ready for some of this geopolitical Middle East escalation that we've been witnessing over the last few weeks here. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to talk about with you guys in the pre-market, but it is that time of day again, ladies and gentlemen. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, I'd love to receive some good mornings as well. Let's do a little bit of a roll call. If you guys are new to the stream, I'd love to say hi to you guys. Welcome to finally finding the place where you guys are going to learn an absolute boatload, not just about trading, day trading, swing trading, but about the broad market as a whole. And as always, team, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button on the way in, helps out a whole lot getting these streams out to some more people. Again, costs you nothing to do it, helps me out a whole lot. But let's see who we have over here. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Thos, Tor, Daily Taylor, Sound Stallion, Starsky, Rogue, Brosio, Dr. Bob, Wreck-It, Ralph, Jay. Let's see. Oh, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, but what was that noise? But good morning to you, David, Samuel, Squirrel, Caesar, Eddie, Stallion again, Armac, Luke Slowwalker. What's up, man? Welcome back, Angel. Good, yeah, Matterport buyout. I saw that one. Jared, good morning, everybody. So let's see what we get today. A couple of things that I want to discuss over here. Again, USD JPY has that look again. If we start to see the yen devalue even more versus the United States dollar, we are absolutely going to see that affect our bond yields and that could come in and affect our markets as well. So we've talked about that a whole lot. We're going to continue talking about that situation because a lot of people, again, are talking about kind of what's going on in the market, why we're selling, all of these things. And a lot of people are failing to mention the yen and that repatriation of all of those dollars back into that Japanese currency, which is very, very, very important. Let's actually take a look and see where Dixie is this morning. Is Dixie on the way up? Yeah. So now we're starting to see it move a little bit with some normalcy there. Well, nah, I mean, Dixie's behaving a little strangely, honestly, still. I mean, it does have that similar look to USD JPY. The 10-year has this look. There's a lot of things that we got to be aware of, ladies and gentlemen. But team, I don't want to see any slackers on the like button. Let's see. Afternoon, first stream, Sound Station. What's up, man? Good morning, boss. Mindset. Good morning, everybody. So again, I want to also give a quick shout out to Tor. Dude, that voice note that you sent me last night, buddy, it freaking got me fired up, dude. I love that. I mean, dude, I know again, I know a lot of you guys in here are a little older, but seeing some of you guys that are like sort of around my age or maybe even a little bit younger, starting to see these things click for you, whether it be the trading concepts that we talk about all the time, or whether it's just the overall fundamental understanding of markets, macroeconomics, in how things work. Seeing that click for you guys is one of the most important skills that you guys could ever gain. It is absolutely awesome. Let's see. Changing the game for me, bro. Seriously, dude, Tort, shout out to you, buddy. I appreciate that. Everyone's saying crash. That's when you load. I mean, you do see, I mean, the VIX is elevated. I wouldn't say it's high. You do see those little like I think it's like the CNN Fear and Greed Index. That thing is now on fear. I don't know. I mean, I think there's here's the problem. We are going into earnings season, guys, and with all of these like big names, like especially a lot of the Mag 7, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, well, not Apple and Tesla, obviously, but some of the other ones that are still trading, not all that far off from their 52-week highs. They're going to need to absolutely blow earnings out of the water for them to even have a chance to continue higher. So we're gonna have to take a look there. Gold bullish? I don't think so. I mean, we can take a look and see what GLD is looking like over here. No. Gold getting hammered. Gold and silver getting hammered off. Wow. Look at that. I mean, I basically top ticked the silver trick. Not really. I mean, I sold these contracts at what, 535% at like 2680. So I mean, that was perfect. So I was actually waiting for silver to set up again. Wasn't gonna front run it. I mean, that's why. I mean, even if I was going to front run this, I would have needed to wait for this thing to just start hugging the 10, and it needed more time. So we'll see what happens with those. Let's check oil and natural gas. Everybody pay attention. Your volume seems a little low today. I would say turn it up because nothing's changed over here. Uh, Mara. So remember the two little. Sorry, that was kind of snarky. Sorry, Ralph. I don't know. I didn't change anything. So we've been talking about Mara a lot. Remember what we've said about Mara. I need to see this thing a lot lower to at least here. Ideally, I want it to get down into the 12s or even into the launch zone. But this is good enough for me. So now again, I'm not going to be doing anything on Mara now, but if we get that flatlining, that consolidation, very similar to what we saw back here before this absolutely gargantuan trade that we had on Mara, then obviously I'm going to be looking to take this thing to the upside. I mean, first target on this, if this were to flatline from right here, I mean, I'd be a little aggressive with these targets. I mean, maybe I target like 23, 24.70 and then start to go from there. But again, we need to see that actual consolidation in order for me to want to do anything on it. But this is a nice little precursor to what we could see on Mara. It is starting to give that look. We just need to wait for it to actually confirm for us. So pay attention to Mara. That's going to be an interesting one. There was another ticker that I wanted to talk about. I mean, I still have the DRVs. My stop is at like 45 here, so in profit. So there's not really much I need to do with that one. I want to look at oil and natural gas. So let's look at CL and WTI. CL on the way down here. I think we saw some positive developments in WTI down as well. I thought we saw some positive developments with kind of the things that were going that were going on in the Middle East. I think Iran and also maybe Israel said that they were kind of done with their kind of posturing over there. I thought I saw something like that. I'd have to confirm. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I did see that. Natural gas is starting to move up here a little bit. That's good. I snagged the boil on Friday. I want to see how that's going to look this morning. Again, it's a little bit of a shares trade, slightly different thesis there. But I do still like that one. And that one could have a lot of potential there. You think Mara might still pull back? Yeah, it could. You picked up Mara shares at 14.30. Good. Good. Gold not bullish. I don't know how you can look at that gold chart and be like it's bullish, but hey man, whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. Oh, also guys, I don't know if you guys saw all the emails or all the notices. VIX Insights is now ready for you guys to go. So again, just a little bit of a talk on that. That's going to be giving you guys the professional level market research on all of the big macroeconomic events that are happening in the present. Remember, a lot of people are talking about these things, but I would say maybe 1% of those people actually know what they're talking about. So again, we've been talking about the yen. We've been talking about all sorts of these different concepts, and you guys have seen some of the interesting Twitter threads that I've posted. But all of the things that are going to be in VIX Insights, obviously they're going to be way, way, way more in depth. But I think the one thing that you guys are going to find incredibly valuable from VIX Insights is that single stock research that we're going to be doing as well. Those of you guys in the mastermind, I mean, we've kind of shown you guys a little taste of so far about how we do that. This week we're talking about portfolio management, things like that. We're going to go through modern portfolio theory. But again, I mean, most people for this level of research and the amount of work that I'm putting into this for you guys, you actually might get 2 research reports this week. There is a stock that I want to talk about with you guys. It's just interesting. So you might get 2 this week. But again, most people would be charging you guys 50, 100, 150 bucks a month for this. You guys know me. I want to make sure that everybody that wants to have access to the best information in the market does. So it's 15 bucks a month. So if you guys are interested in that, it's pinned to the top of the live chat, and I can throw the link in there for you guys as well. This is going to be one of the things that I've been wanting to do for you guys forever. And it's going to take you guys to the next level in your understanding, which again, if you have the ability to better understand what's happening, well, then you're obviously going to make better, more well-informed decisions in the present. And especially when we go through those historic events, 2008, the Great Depression, going off the gold standard, all of the bank runs, things like that. If you can have a better understanding of why things happened in history the way that they did, it's a lot easier to see the signs of those things unfolding in the present. So again, you guys have access to that. Everybody that wants to have it will be able to. So yeah, there you guys go. Yeah, that's so you guys are probably going to get your first research report this weekend. I'm going to try to give you guys 2. So we're going to get a big macro one out for you guys. And then I'm going to try and make sure I can get also, there is an interesting stock that I think, especially for the younger people are really going to like understand and be like, oh yeah, that's a giant, interesting phenomenon that's happening. Ralph, it was the one that I shared in that little Discord group. I got to look at it a little bit more, but it's very interesting, especially from the price action when I first set it. It's vertical. But we'll see. And if someone doesn't find it fit, they can unsubscribe. Yeah, I mean, it's again, you guys kind of know what we do around the streams here. You guys have seen the Twitter threads. You guys have hung around the streams for a long enough time. And I think you've also seen when I can actually take the time and go through, and I'm not just riffing on the streams here. Just the amount of just like detailed analysis that we give you guys. So you guys are interested in that? Go for it. Well, Mark, I trade future stocks and options, sometimes crypto, but I usually just screw around with crypto. Yeah. Natural gas. What's Boyle at here? How's Boyle moving? Oh, I think it's moving good. Yeah, the Boyle was not looking too good when I first bought it yesterday. Yum, are you gonna touch it? I might touch Yum. I kind of like it. This is Chinese, isn't it? Where's HSI? Didn't HSI start turning around? Like Hang Seng was ripping. Yeah, HSI was up what yesterday? 1.67. It's up a little bit more today. Where's Yin? How's Yin doing over here? Yin and KWeb we want to take a look at. Yeah, Yin's up a little. KWeb is the unlevered, I think it's unlevered. It doesn't have exposure to real estate. So this one's up a decent amount in the pre-market here as well. We'll see. We will see. Yeah. Oh, I think you guys that Twitter thread from this weekend. I think you guys really liked that one too. I mean, that one was pretty cool. I think not a lot of people realize that that's happening. And the actual implications of the sunsetting of that. Well, I forget the exact specific name of what that it's called. What? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, it's just the federal estate tax exemption. Like guys, everything ties together with the debt rollover, and it's insane. Like I can't believe more people aren't talking about this. It's ridiculous. Stop, Ralph. Stop it. I do not trade Forex, and I will not trade Forex. I mean, this has been a nice one. The DRV has been a really nice trade here. I think if this market turns around this week, I'll get stopped and profit on it, which is fine. I mean, give me my money back. We can go in and take a look at some more trades there. But again, I mean, this week going into earnings season, I'm really going to be very interested in the post earnings setups versus trying to front run a lot of things. And not so much the front running, but more so like taking because there's so many different variables that the market is throwing at us right now. Like I almost want to wait for the market to just tell us where we should look, if that makes sense. You know? ES not really doing any. I mean, ES is up nicely. Overnight strategy last night for you guys. I mean, that thing is printing. I mean, the entry was right around here, 50.14, 9-point stop. You never got hit. It's at 50.33. Another gem. Another gem. Makes perfect sense. Yeah. Fed blackout period. Thank God. Dude, they don't know. They just are so confused about everything that's going on right now. You keep dodging that question. I literally already told you. You just failed to listen. Let's see. What else? I mean what else? Oh, where's like Koru? Is this up? Yeah. Ralph, I might do something with this. Kenny G versus DJT has been entertaining. Dude, didn't like DJT come out and just start like yapping about naked shorting? Like I was like, "Oh my, here we go again, I guess." Here we go again. All right. Yeah. What are yields doing? Yield. They're getting a little. They're getting it. Bonds are getting a little bid here. Bonds are getting a bid. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's Earth Day. That's pretty cool. Happy Earth Day, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. Welcome back, Lava Gamer. Yeah, the best part about Vixen. All right, so there's something about VIX Insights that I think we're gonna be able to do in the future that I just haven't said yet. What the first thing though is that we can do it forever. I know a lot we've talked about like the way that we're gonna do things probably towards the end of this year is gonna be a little bit different, but VIX Insights is gonna stay around forever. We can do that in perpetuity. But there are some interesting things that we're gonna be able to do with that. It's gonna be fun. What's something nice to look at? I don't know. I mean, Yum looks good. Natural gas looks interesting. I mean, that's kind of it was interesting on Friday. Like I thought nat gas was going to have a mind of its own and it kind of just started moving with the market, which honestly, that's fine. I mean, if I need some upside hedges for like the DRV and whatever I had left of the other inverse hedges there, I mean, fine with me. Fine with me. But am I still in KRE? No. I haven't had KRE. I ditched the KRE right as those statements came out at the last I think it was the last Fed meeting. Because I was expecting there to be a change of tone from Powell, and that just didn't happen. So again, I just cut it real quick. I was correct on it. I just didn't want to continue holding it just because we didn't get that change of tone. So again, I can't win them all, but you guys saw just the absolute dirty nonsense that we've been doing. Yeah, Lockheed's been looking good. I actually do have some Raytheon that I'm gonna cut today, no matter what it does, just because I believe that they have earnings tomorrow, and I did not know that. So thanks, Ralph, for letting me know. Lockheed does look. I mean, we were talking about Lockheed last week. Like, is this thing still looking good? Yeah, dude. I mean, we were talking about Lockheed on a break over 458. The thing closed at what, 463, almost 464. Boom, boom. I don't think Raytheon's gonna get that break until after earnings, so that's fine. We had a great Raytheon trade to start off the week last week. That was fun. That was a great one. A little 100%er, a little base hit. Yeah, I am interested in Boyle. I mean, my entry on it was pretty horrific, but we'll see. We'll see. ES could give us a good day trade setup today. I think we might get one. We'll see. I mean, you guys saw it last week. My computer's just been freaking out. Like when I turn on the OBS, it like just loses its mind and just glitches out. So I don't know. I mean, I had 2 day trades last week. One big winner, one small loser. Nicely green. I also did I did happen to nail some SPX calls. Are okay. I'm gonna time you out for asking the same question that I've already answered twice. So if you do it again, I mean, I don't understand. Futures, stocks, and options. That's your last chance there. Yeah. Let's see. We got something here? No. The supermarket stopped. Don't be mean. But yeah, VIX Insights is ready to go for you guys. Those research reports are going to start going out this weekend. So I hope you guys are ready. You guys have all week to hop in there. I mean, it's going to be the best thing. I think that anybody, like you guys realize, I think you see it at this point, like the lizard market, like nobody can really offer you guys this stuff that's doing this. So like I'm very happy that we can come in and give you guys that proper information. So again, the more informed you are, the better decisions that you can make. The local farmers market. Oh my God. Let's see here. Ah. Let's see. Oh my God, this live is so useless. You've just asked useless questions. I'm not gonna. Here's the thing. At this point, in what we do around here, we're probably not gonna deal with any disrespect from these Forex idiots on the internet. The amount of education that I provide over here to you guys is next level, and I don't have to do this. I don't. I could sit there and charge 150 bucks a month for my research service, and I could charge thousands of dollars for all of the trading courses. I don't. So, and I sit here and do this live for you guys every single day. If you're gonna sit here and be honestly an unintelligent, disrespectful person, then you just are gonna lose access to the live streams. Okay, that's okay. At this point in what we do around here, it just is what it is, man. Go hang out with your fake diamond watch, rented Lambo people, and see how it goes for you. Good luck. Good luck. Show us your lizard form. Well, I appreciate you, SUV. Thank you, Christopher. Appreciate you, buddy. No, I know the vast majority of you guys in here are the best. Always willing to learn. Whoa. Boil getting a little spicy here. All right, let's see. Dude, you guys are really liking those threads. I got to make some more of those for you guys. All right, we got 9 minutes until market open. Locky looking spicy. Silver getting hammered. Do I aim for a certain percentage every week? No, actually, Lava Gamer. I don't really care, honestly. Here's what I care about in the market, and this is more so on the trading side of things. I'm never aiming for certain percentages or certain dollar amounts or anything. My only goal in the market is to take good trades. That's it. That's all I do. And to be a steward of the systems that I teach you guys and just execute on the setups that present themselves. Whatever happens, happens. Like if all those trades get stopped out in a week and I end up being red, I'd rather that happen than be green, just YOLOing around some silly 0-day SPX or just gambling. Because you have to think about it from a long-term perspective. Like the outcome, when you understand your system like so well and you understand the data behind it and everything like that, the outcome of one individual trade becomes meaningless. Quick question, Vix. On the insights, is a daily thing or a weekly thing? You guys are probably going to get the research reports from me weekly, but sometimes you might get 2 in a week. So this week, I'm actually going to try and give you guys 2 of them. We're going to do a big, real solid deep dive on some of the most important things that are happening in the macro space right now and how they affect the market. And then I want to give you guys that the single stock write-up as well on an interesting name that I think you guys are going to find interesting as well in ways that people have not thought of before. So again, it's like the amount of work that I'm putting in this thing for you guys is going to be, it's insane. I hope you guys, I know you guys are going to enjoy it, but it's just going to, it's going to be awesome. Like you guys see what we do on the Twitter threads and on the stream and taking it further over there. But yeah, it's going to be weekly. Time in the market is more important than timing the market. That's a slightly different concept there, where you're really talking about just kind of long-term investing. For trading, guys, I'm only looking at taking high quality setups. That's it. Again, when I go back and look at like the ACB trade that we had from 3 weeks ago, did I know that this was going to be a 1-16 risk to reward, absolutely filthy trade? No, but with the way that we identify things over here, every chart has the ability to do this. And it is our job to make sure that we're in the position to capitalize on moves like that. Like, did I go in and say, oh, I'm trying to go up 20% on this account this week? No, but that's what ended up happening. I like to read yourself like a morning newspaper kind of thing. Yeah, well, I'm going to try to make a bunch more of those Twitter threads for you guys. But again, it's the ones that are going to be in VIX Insights are going to be a lot more in depth, a lot longer, and things like that. USD JPY still headed higher. See, I hate that we're talking about it so much, even because the only reason why we're talking about USD JPY is because of those broad market implications. Those threads are fired. Thank you, Daily Taylor. But then all the new people in here are gonna be like, "Ooh, Forex." I'm like, "Oh God, no, stop." 5 minutes until open. We're almost at 50 likes on the stream. I appreciate you guys. Let's have another great week, huh? Wow, Boyle's actually going there. I don't know if that's pre-market nonsense, but Boyle's going. I like that, even with my horrific entry. I don't know. I mean, if it kept going from where it wasn't really a bad entry. It's just like it ended up, the market did not help us out. The threats? They're threads, not threats. I don't threaten you guys. Well, no, I don't. Sometimes I do, just for likes, though. That's it. All right. Let's get Yum over here. I'm interested in this one. See, that's not Yum. That's Yum. I do like this one. Swan, the only Forex pair I care about is USD JPY, and it has to do with the yen. I don't trade Forex. Again, here comes the broken record. If you guys have the ability to trade future stocks or options over Forex, you absolutely should. The data feeds are terrible. You have to deal with spreads, slippage. All the prop firms are basically out there scamming for you guys. So effectively what you're doing is putting your head in the alligator's mouth and hoping you don't get bit. So if that's what you want to do, go for it. But that is not something that I am going to kind of talk about as something that you guys should do, because I always want you guys to be putting yourselves in the best position for success in the market. Okay, cool. Done. We did it. We're not going to have to do that anymore today. I hope. I hope. Yeah, they're probably going to come get me on the DRV today. That's fine, though. That was a solid trade. I mean, I was scaling out up in here, so I should pin that somewhere and be like, I could say another reason why people in the US like talk about Forex all the time. It's going to be rude, but um I'll say it now too. I can easily tell the difference, especially in my messages, with, I don't want to say the education level, but the view of the way people approach the market when they want to trade Forex versus future stocks and options. And I don't want to say it like this and be like, the people that approach me, especially in my messages, that want to trade Forex, their view on the market is so short term. And it would be incredibly easy for me to sell them that get rich quick product. Incredibly easy. That's why people do it. I'll tell you guys that right now. That's why people are in that anybody that's in the US that does that, that trades Forex over the other markets, future stocks and options. That's why they do it. Just letting you guys know. Because a lot of the time you're dealing with people in much different situations than what we deal with in the US, and it's like they're selling them a dream because they're in a desperate position. That's what they do. Scammers, dude. It's terrible. Let's see. Draft motion code. Get your son back. Thank you for everything you teach, David. Oh shoot. Draft motion for the court. Yeah, I hope that works out for you, buddy. I really do. SV just called Americans dumb. No, I didn't call Americans dumb. It's the thought process of people that come into the forex, like they try to do that, and it just doesn't work for them. It's just I try to help you guys, and people are just like, no, like, okay. Musa? I haven't seen that one. What's Musa? Murphy USA? That would be a weekly setup here. Like, this would be on the weekly, but I've never retail trade specialty store. This would be something to keep a lookout for, though. Did they just have earnings or something? Because that's a big move on that. No, they have earnings coming up beginning of May. That's another thing we have to be very aware of, is when a lot of these companies that we're going to be looking at are going to be reporting earnings. So that's, I mean, at open, I'm probably just going to be ditching the Raytheon just because they have earnings. You're in the UK and only trade future stocks in Forex. Yeah, I mean, again, if you have the ability to trade futures and stocks, I would, again, you can do what you want, though. Do I trade SPY? Nah, not really. I mean, sometimes I'll trade SPX. Like you guys saw me do it on Friday, that little base 80% base hit there. That was fun, but I think it was more than that. I mean, I was scrambling to get out of that thing. All right. Ding, ding, ding. The market is open, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. All right. Tilray, we can take a look at that one in a second. I just want to get out of these Raytheons. I don't know if I'm going to be able to steal this from anybody. I might. Let me see. Let me see if I can steal. They won't let me steal that. They're just spready at open, and I'm trying to snipe it. Whoa, DRV's at 46? Oh, all right. That's cool, I guess. I mean, you want to leave me in there, that's fine. Let me see if I can steal that. Give me that. Nah, they're not giving me that. Let's see. I'm trying to snipe it. Yum's not really moving. Yeah, there goes DRV back down. That makes more sense. Boyle. There we go. All right, that one's looking pretty good. All right, hold on. I just want to get out of these Raytheons, and they're being mean to me. Not really. I mean, I really stole on the last one. They might give me that. How about that? Give me that. All right, I'm gonna cancel. This is just. Let's just screw it around with it. ES down. All right, DRV. You want to play games today? That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm up over 1% right now, just at open, which is nice. Give me a fill. Somebody give me something here. I want out. Let me out. Order filled. There we go. Bye-bye, Raytheons. All right, cool. Tilray. Let's take a look at Tilray. Come on. I don't want anything to do with that. What are your thoughts on loan 1 year and 5 year new stick? Are you talking about treasuries? Like government bonds? All right, DRV. You guys want to leave me in this one? That's chill. Yeah, I mean, up over 1% to start the week. That's good. That's good. Boyle's looking good. The DREs are looking fine. Neo and Lucid just sad. Yeah, those EV companies have been taking a beating, man. Let's check the news feed, see if we have anything going on there. And again, as always, team, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button on the way in, helps out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to some more people here. ECB this year ECB cuts this year could exceed 100 basis points. What are they doing? Jeffrey says too early to take a position in U.S. Treasuries. I would agree with that. Strong U.S. data suggests it's too early to take a position in U.S. Treasuries, while German bonds and UK gilts are a better choice. That actually makes sense if the ECB is going to come in with rate cuts. Weren't we looking at something last time? Hold on. Remember when we had all the nonsense with the gilts, the 30-year gilts? What was that, like 8 months ago? And then we were looking at what was tied into the gilts. Because if gilts are going to move. Huh. Wow. DRV really ate that up. That's nice. Thanks. Appreciate it. I almost want to get out of it, but I also don't. Like, the shares that I have right now on it are up 13%. Like, that's great on a shares trade, man. Even though, like, the ACB shares trade, those were up like 80%. That was insane. But this is still really good on this. Like, I'm fine with holding this here. I don't, unless we really start moving above, like, 48 on this, I'm probably going to leave my stop at 45 and just let it go there. All right. We could be setting up a pretty nasty day trade today, too. That is possible. Yum, not doing anything. Maybe we get this towards the end of the week. It does have earnings coming up, so this one I might not be able to touch this one just because they have earnings coming up on May 1st, but that day could be wrong. So I'd have to do a little bit of a deeper look into that. USD JPY moving. Bond yields moved back up a little bit there. Nothing crazy. Check Dixie. Is it moving up? Wow, DRV. Thanks, bud. I thought they were gonna come get me on that. I mean, they still could, but yeah, dollar headed higher. Where's GLD? Is gold still selling? Yeah, so GLD and SLV not having fun. I mean, I was looking at JNUG. This one was going to be interesting for me. Not anymore. This needed a little bit more consolidation, form a nice range, and then get that break to the upside. So, dude, all right, DRV, you want to get going there? That's fine with me. What are we up here so far? About 1.4% on the day here. That's good. That is a great way to start off the week, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's in the thing that I think you guys are going to learn, especially for those of you guys that are new or are just recently hopping into the courses that I offer you on trading. It's very relaxed the way that I do things. GE looks tempting, but tomorrow's earnings day. Yeah, you know what we do with that. We don't. You know what we do with that. We don't go anywhere near that one. Yum chilling. Nothing crazy there. Let's see. DRV. All right, bud. The dollar on the 1 hour. I mean, I'm not really gonna care about the dollar on the 1 hour. Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want me to see on it? Like, I understand it's breaking out. It's just slowly grinding its way up here on the 1 hour. This is not anything that I would typically want to look at there. The daily looks like it wants to head higher. I mean, the dollar could go where? 10 where? 107? That would get interesting. You'd see USD JPY start to climb off that as the dollar strengthens, which could then even further more repatriation of dollars back to Japanese yen. So then that would cause bond yields to go up and potentially spook the market even more. Done for the day. 3 W's on 3 PAs. Peace out, team. Meowser. There you go, man. There you go, buddy. And yeah, the what do you call it? We've got the Apex deal for you guys. I think they're still doing the 80% off. That is in the description for those of you guys that are interested. But one of the best deals that I've seen in the futures prop space with my funded futures, $50 for any account size. I think that sale ends the end of this month. So what? You got like this week, really? So yeah, I just do that link in there for you guys, those of you guys that are interested. Dope, DRV. All right, bud. I mean, that thing's setting up again. Yeah. Up nicely on the day here. I mean, there's not really much else I got to do. I mean, I can hunt for a day trade setup, look for some more swings. But remember, going into this big earnings week, I'm not looking to be a hero, obviously. If we start to see companies fire off on earnings to the upside, you guys all know what I'm going to do. It's very, very simple. Maybe I'll use the post-earnings strategy a little bit. Maybe I'll just wait for those post-earnings big move consolidations. Kava cliff dive. Be careful on Yum. Yeah, well, I'm not front running it. I want to see that clear break of like 138.90, 139. If we can get that, I'll be a little interested. But obviously, with the performance that we've had, with everything that we've done with Swing Kings for you guys, and like, we're just gonna keep chipping away. Just keep chipping away. Yeah, Boyle looks good. See what happens here. Hey, team, 1 of 1. What's up, buddy? Do I directly trade with Tradevate or through a prop firm? I'll like screw around with props sometimes, but like I do most of my trading on Ninja. And I also have a Tradevate account too. So I have a lot of different accounts. So like sometimes I'll use one for like, the overnight strategy for a month, or I'll use the other one for like the day trading mastery course strategy, because like, remember, those strategies, the data that's behind them, I don't want anything else in those accounts messing with my data, because we know what the data is able to generate us over time, and I don't want anything in there contaminating the data set. So like maybe after a month, sometimes I'll switch it around. Like I've been doing a lot on Tradevate recently, but now I'm looking at Ninja Trade. I'm like, I kind of want to play with this account too. I think my funded futures gave me like a free 50K account challenge, but like I don't really want a 50K account. Are the margins better on Ninja or Tradevate? They're the same. Ninja Trader owns Tradevate. Margin requirements are high. Oh, is it not the $500 day margin? Is it higher? Because I know TradeStation is about I think it's 1100 for one ES intraday, and like like in the overnights in Globex as well. What do we got here? Yeah, what are the margin requirements on Webull? I actually, yeah, because I haven't taken a look at them. Like, I have enough accounts as it is. I don't really want a Webull one. Yeah, I wonder what they are. RTX is there, but earnings. Yeah, I remember I was trying to front run the RTX a little bit because I had nailed it, not this past weekend, but the prior weekend um coming into that past week, and I basically tried to do it again because the setup looked even better. But since they had earnings tomorrow, I just ditched it for, I think the position might have been down 5 or 6%, but still green on the day. Good morning, SV. I purchased your 50% off courses last week. There you go, D Young. Welcome. Am I able to get your weekly watches so that exclusively for the mastermind? No. That's sent out through email. Every single weekend. Now, if for some reason you selected when you signed up for the courses, I don't want emails, then you won't get the emails. So what you need to do is just go on Twitter and follow at STV Swing Kings. Send that account a DM with your email. And then I'll accept your follow request, and I send out those watch lists on there as well to make sure that everybody has them. And then also for VIX Insights, remember guys, that's not getting emailed to you guys. That is actually going to be like digital downloads on the actual membership side of the platform, because I don't want anybody in there paying the tiny cost of $15 a month and then not being able to see all of those professional level research reports that I'm giving you guys. Yum, not doing anything. USD JPY, nothing. Yields, not doing anything here. Market's just chopping around in this opening 15-minute candle. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. And then yeah, I mean, you guys that want to come in there, I mean, I can grab the link to the 50% off all the courses, but it's in the description. You get the day trading mastery course. I think that thing now is working on like 16 winning months in a row. So the Swing Kings course, I send you guys the watch list every single week, teaching you guys how to find stocks that are about to explode before they do. Let's see. DRV. Actually, you know what I was looking at? Beto. I don't want it here, but if this thing can consolidate, this is levered long Bitcoin. I think it's levered. I think it's 2x. I'm pretty sure Beto is 2x. I'd have to look though. I thought this was 2x levered to the upside. Because remember, I had a really nice trade on BITI, which is the inverse Bitcoin. That was fun from last week. But with after the halving and kind of what we're seeing form on some of the longer time frame Bitcoin charts, I'd have to take a look again. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty good. That's the daily. The 4-hour actually gave a nasty. That's getting there. It is getting there. So the reports in Vixen. Yeah, so when we do it, it's gonna when you guys go, you don't have Twitter, can you message you on Instagram? I'm not, yeah, sorry, D Young. I would say make a Twitter account to do that. I made that new Twitter account for that specific reason. And everybody else has done that as well. So I would say make the Twitter account, just follow it, and you'll be good to go. Again, there's so many people in those. If everybody were to ask, can you send it to me directly every single week, I'd always forget, and like it wouldn't work, what are we talking about here? But yeah, so for VIX Insights, when you guys go and watch the videos in the courses, for there, it's in the membership side, it's gonna be there. It's just a digital download of the stuff. So you guys are all gonna have access to it. Palantir hit mid-20s. Is that thing going up again? No, down. Go down. I want to buy more. Go down below 20. I will start buying you. I love you. Just sell. Sell more. Gold, silver, copper rally could add another. What are you talking about, City? Citigroup over here talking nonsense. Citigroup over there talking nonsense. All right, I got to turn the AC on real quick. Even with the window open, it's getting a little hot in here, team. So give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back. We are back. Where's DRV? Yeah, screwing around. Para getting hit? Dude, I haven't looked at Para in forever. Yeah, I don't want this. This is nothing here. Dude, if Palantir can finally get below 20, I've been waiting so long for that thing to just go down. I'm not buying it mid 20s. Sorry. Like sub 20, I will buy. My average is in the 15s. So I'm fine with increasing the average a little bit. I just want it sub 20. That's where I want that thing. FNGU wants action. Ooh. Ooh. Caesar, what is this? Caesar, what is this? What do you want me to do on this, buddy? There's nothing here for us. Nothing here for us. DRV moving back down. Where's NG? Nat Gas pushing a little higher there. What's my average on AMD again? You know my average on AMD. you know what my average is on AMD. I'm not saying that again. We don't need to brag about my really good financial decisions again. Let's see. Nat Gas pushing. Boyle not really moving with it though. That's interesting. All right. Lol. What's the 10-year doing? Nothing. There's not a whole lot coming through the feed either, team. So this is gonna be this whole Citigroup thing, I think is really stupid. Citi strategists note the impressive performance despite the US dollar strength and interest rate shocks. The gold, silver, and copper rally could increase by 5 to 10% in 0 to 3 months and 50 to 20% in the 6 to 12 month context. Yeah, nice, Citi. You guys are all exit liquidity. Congratulations. Citi strategists expect a minor pullback in gold and silver markets before the end of Q2, but anticipate a surge the second half of 2024. I'd love to see when this research report was actually written, because it is so easy to literally come out and say, oh, I expect gold and silver to pull back when you see gold and silver open up doing this on a day. That is absolutely stupid. They're just looking in hindsight and saying, look at us. We're just, I hate them. Some of these analysts are just complete morons. The significant market cap share in index weights of these metals suggests that is true. Well, it isn't significant. The actual exposure to like oil and a lot of these like utilities is actually relatively low. The structural rally in COMEX gold is supported by bullish momentum reading, which increased open interest in trading volumes, indicating robust liquidity and investor interest. So let's actually talk about this a little bit, team. The reason why you are seeing, or you have seen, a significant move up in gold, silver, oil, even nat gas over here, is for one very, very important reason. Large money and large institutions do not believe that the Fed is actually going to accomplish their 2% long run inflation target. So when inflation expectations across the board go up, as a smart and savvy investor, trader, money manager, you then have to rotate into things that are going to benefit from inflation. So what are those? Gold, silver, commodities, things like that. So that is the main driver of why we've seen gold move to the upside, because in any other market environment, if you saw the dollar ripping, You would never expect to see gold, silver, and all of those other different, like all of those. You would not see those going up because, again, it's almost like you're viewing those commodities as the actual metal versus the US dollar. So if the dollar is increasing in value, you would actually expect on a relative basis the value of gold, silver, and everything to go down. That's not what we saw. We saw very, very significant buying pressure coming in. The reason for that is that if long run inflation expectations are going to be higher, large money has to be in a position to take advantage of those assets that benefit with inflation. That's the reason for it. It's not people coming in and saying, oh, we think we're going back to the gold standard. That would not work, and it would be really, really, really silly. Sorry for the... No, Caesar, you're good. Oh, you're looking at the 15-minute? Oh, yeah, that's fine. That happens. All right. Does that make sense to everybody? It should make sense. This has a really interesting look. 194.50 on NG would be interesting if you could get all the way up there. That would be incredibly interesting. Let's see. Don't see anything new on the feed. Also, whoever that judge was that scored the Garcia-Haney fight, 112-112, needs to be fired. That was insane. What is the... Let's see. Hey, Vix, question on the monthly and yearly insight thing. Does it matter? Will the charge be based on what we picked? Thought I did the yearly. It was 15. No, there is no yearly option. It's just monthly. It shouldn't even say yearly. I don't know why it does that. I'll have to check on that, but there is no yearly. It's all monthly. Again, I'm not like... It's $15 a month. Like, it's not. It should be charging you monthly. And when you look on the site too, it should still say 15 per month. And when you go in, it should still say 15 a month. It's just the way that the platform is showcasing it. I don't like. They also wouldn't let me put a video on it. I gotta reach out to them and be like, hey, you guys need to figure this out. What does Fed Watch Tool say on the probabilities? For June, it's gonna be just nothing. 83% chance of no hike. For July, we've got 37% chance of a hike. For December, though, this is really what I'm looking for now. We've got about a 35. So we've got, like, in here, if you're looking at this in terms of the distribution, there's only a 14% chance of no cuts in 2024. But you see 35% probability of one cut, 32.6% probability of two, 14.5% probability of three. Yeah, I mean, I could put a yearly option on there for you guys, but, like, why? It's... RKT setting up. With interest rates where they are. No, RKT is not setting up. It's transparent. You subscribe and use it. All right, cool. We're good. But yeah, so again, VIX Insights is ready to go for you guys. Your first research reports are going to be coming out this weekend. I can throw that link in the live chat here for you guys. It's gonna be nuts. So there you guys go. I'm gonna really do my best to get 2 of them out for you guys this week. We went from like 9 rate cuts this year to none. Yeah, man. Let's see. Yeah, Boyle came back down. DRV still looking all right. Still nicely green, but nothing crazy. Nothing crazy to start off the week. That's not setting up. So where's the firm actually? Like, how is this thing doing? Oh man, this is gonna... If we can just continue selling on this thing, Q4 is gonna be... Yeah, try it out for 15 bucks. You won't lose. No, you won't. I mean, guys, these research reports are going to be like, they're going to completely change the game, the way that you guys view markets for the better. Like, so many people out there just have such a willingness to learn. It's just, there's so much BS out there of people trying to just like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, that's why I priced it the way that I did. So everybody that wants to have access to it can. Someone mentioned Wells Fargo last week. It's looking good. Yeah, Wells Fargo was actually looking good, but they had earnings. It kind of screwed around. Oops. It screwed around, invalidated, and then ripped above those levels. So was actually, where's like Ulta? Ulta. I mean, these were some nice Ulta trades in here, and then after earnings, they just got blasted. What about like Lulu? Lulu actually could give us a little something if we can flatline from here. I kind of want to look at Tesla. Is Tesla still getting manhandled? I mean, yes and no. This thing lost 140 and then came right back up, but I still think Tesla's got some more room to the downside there. DRV moving down. Nat gas hanging on. USD JPY still pushing. Still pushing. Yeah, well, Wells Fargo's going good. I wouldn't enter it now, obviously, but I found your earnings talk on the newsletter very interesting. Also, me, Kevin, uploaded a very similar video on the same topic. Oh, did he? Yeah, I mean, that's just my view on what earnings is looking like. Like, it just makes too much sense. Like for everything to need to beat by so much in order to continue higher. Question on options versus shares. I buy shares and they move down 20. Wait, what? If you buy options, your liability is a premium paid. You can just let it expire. Right, but Starsky, go back and make sure that you're looking at the again, that is all covered in the Swing Kings course there, how to manage the shares trades in the risk management section. So I would go back in and watch that, because no, you would never let your shares position go down 20%. That would not happen. But yes, your thought process is correct. Is the SPY going to test 488? It might. It might. Choppy open? Yeah, there's nothing to do here. Most of my like day trades come like midday into the afternoon. That's usually when they come, after we develop trends. Just understand the difference between the two. Yeah, like you are correct, but in practice, you wouldn't. It would maybe be like maybe one trade in a year where you witness like a crazy gap and you get hit a little, but it's just incredibly rare. Are we in an earnings bubble? Nah, we're almost in you could call it a stock buyback bubble, which again, we're going to talk about that in one of the research reports too. Like, people think that companies have gained more in value over the last 10 years, and it's not been that. Like, it has not. It just isn't. Like, you look at the data, it's like they're not actually increasing their value. Some of them are, but as a whole, no. Especially when you think about like indexes and buybacks and inflation, things like that. Employment data will become increasingly important. Oh yeah, especially with what Powell has been saying, needing unemployment to get. Well, the problem is that if you look at the NFP numbers, like, people could just start like flying in and looking at the headline numbers again and not understanding that all the job growth is part time. That's not healthy. They're expecting that to, like, it's a very weird dynamic you're seeing with the jobs numbers right now. Even with initial claims and continuing claims, like, you're still seeing an increasing amount, or it's a common trend that you see less people filing for unemployment benefits. Now, that doesn't mean that the market for labor right now is in a good spot. It just means that people are so desperate. Yum is going. It just means that people are so desperate that they need to take on more jobs. Oh, these freaking premiums are icky. I don't know. These premiums are kind of icky. The spreads are awful. The open interest is terrible. How would this look for a shares trade? $8. That would be a big one. You'd have to go pretty big on it. I mean, you have a 1 to 2. I mean, it went like it's hanging out right at that level that we were looking at. I might burn that one. Well, if this is running, how's yin? Yin above 19. I mean, that's not bad. It's not great. I mean, it is interesting to see this thing heading higher. Verizon had earnings this morning. How did VZ do? I mean, it opened way higher and then just got absolutely pummeled. I don't know. The yum could be good. I just don't like the illiquidity. Like there's just a lack of liquidity on the option chain. And what do you call it? The spreads are wide. And I know some of you guys that might be new to the stream here again, liquidity is not what most people talk about with you guys on the internet. That is not what liquidity means. Liquidity is almost like how much action there is, how much volume there is in the market. Is it liquid? Can you enter and exit with ease? On that yum option chain, I don't know. It just looks a little weird. All right, let's see. Let's get NG back up here. I want to see what's going on with this. Nothing. Yield screwing around. I mean, maybe it goes on Yum, but I don't really want to play around with that with those spreads there. Like they're just terrible. Like for the May expiration, they have 42 contracts traded today. The open interest is 351. Like that's not enough. That is very illiquid. Very illiquid there. It could move, but what else do we have to take a look at? XLU. That's getting eaten up there. I like that. How's NEE? I believe this is the top holding of this. Okay. Yeah, but you're right, Ralph. The employment data is going to be incredibly important. DRV back down. All right, let's see. They still might come get me on the DRV today. I mean, it needs to go down another 86 cents. But if this market releases today and starts running, the DRV will easily get smacked, and then I'll get stopped and profit there, which is fine. I've already made the money on the trade. Now it's just, okay, how much are then we going to make an addition? That's it. Let's see. Jeez. Let's see. Yeah, any other tickers that you guys want to take a look at, let me know. Slow day with the news. Oh, this is interesting. Netanyahu, the days ahead will see increased military and diplomatic efforts to secure the freedom of our hostages. Oh, boy. Oh, Citron. Baidu has the most compelling AI product on the market. That's interesting. Citron taking a long position. I think they're going long. Baidu has the most compelling AI product in the market with Comate. When sentiment on Chinese stocks turns, expect this to lead the way. Amazing that CNBC only covers the same 10 stocks, never does a deep dive into China AI. That's interesting. What's Baidu looking like here? Ouch. Baidu is not having any fun. All right, let's see. And oil should be moving up a little off of that. Yep, there it is. There it is. All right. This is just chop. Like, again, guys, not every single day you need to come flying in here trying to take trades like a crazy person. You guys know me. Less trades, more profits. I mean, I took 2 day trades last week. Green. Thank you. Just let the system do its thing. That's all you guys really need to think about. Like, again, so many people love to overcomplicate things, be like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. No, you guys see like how simple it is the way that I trade, but simplicity. I heard this quote the other day that was really interesting, and I have a couple of quotes for you guys today. We haven't done like a philosophical rant in a while, which we could do today, but amateurs hunt for complexity, professionals aim for simplicity. Simple is better. Keep it simple, stupid. But I heard a really interesting quote yesterday. Good chess players think 5 moves ahead. Great chess players think 1 move ahead, but it's always the right move. Think about that. If you think about the actual implications of all of that, if you're trying to account for so many different variables of fringe cases that may not actually come to fruition, what you should be doing is looking at the cards that you're dealt at that given time and analyzing the best possible move of what you can do then. Is that where it's from? I don't know. I just heard it. I heard it on TikTok and I was like, that's great. I love that. NG moving up. Moto, that's not it. Is your strategy similar to ICT? No, that dude can't trade. His concepts are all right, but dude, the problem is that I feel like we talked about this a lot, like, because for some reason people on social media just love to eat that stuff up. And I'm not going to sit here and say that that stuff doesn't work. Anything can work. And I actually do like some of the ways of like what is taught in there because it's similar to my type of approach to the market where those types of things that like I've looked at them, like you can easily back test those and then operate under the kind of fundamental understandings of markets that I teach you. I'd say, all right, well, if you understand what a potential strategy could generate you over time, it's a lot easier to make good decisions in the present because you have a long-term vision and you understand that the outcome of one individual trade is meaningless. The problem comes with the whole cult nonsense where everybody thinks that that dude somehow created a market or an algorithm that runs the market, which is just factually incorrect. And then also people say that there's one algorithm that runs the market, also factually incorrect. So again, it's fine. The problem is that like, I always want people to know the exact reasons as to why they're doing what they're doing in the market. And if your reason for doing what you're doing in the market is that you think your overall premise is based on something that is factually incorrect, then you're probably going to run into problems. Liquidity zones, that's nonsense, man. Like liquidity zones is just levels. Like if you were to look at like at where liquidity actually is in the market, you'd have to utilize something like Bookmap to see where actually all of those sitting orders are. Not this. This does not mean that there's orders up here, right? Like, and then a fair value gap, like, yeah, I guess, but like, what does this actually tell you about price? It doesn't mean that it's inefficient. It doesn't. So I don't know. It's just those, like, yeah, some of those strategies obviously can work. And I think they work for a lot of people. What I have a problem with is people then coming in and misrepresenting what they're actually doing in the market because it's going to lead them. Here's another thing. If you were to talk to like a high level institutional trader or somebody who manages a lot of money that's very smart, and you were to say these things to them, they would just start laughing at you. They'd be like, all right, kid. Like, and it's not in a bad way. It's just there is the way that things actually are and the way things people think they are. Very big difference there. PG earnings reaction looks interesting. It's not something that I would really look at, but I mean, maybe this will give you something, but it's Procter and Gamble. It's probably not going to move enough for us to really want to play with it. NG, where's Boyle here? Those are looking good. The Boyle's looking good. DRV on the way down. Come on. ES just chopping around. I would expect to see a lot of this going into this earnings week, guys. Unless we start to see some really big news, like big pieces of news hitting the wire. I mean, you'll see the afternoon nonsense with zero DTE, all the hedging come in. Like, we'll still see that, but I want you guys to be careful. Like, this is not, like, you guys know, I wouldn't be taking trades here. Why would I? Like, it wouldn't make sense to. I only think one move ahead, but it's the best move. Yeah, I think you guys should think it's a great way to think. Like, you can try and account for all of the what ifs. What if this happens and all of that, but if you have like, let's say, like a problem set right in front of you, well, the actual most important thing to do is to figure out the best move within that specific problem set that you're dealt. I'm a bit surprised there's been a bigger bounce today. Well, we did come off big monthly OPEX, VIX expiration. Like, you didn't see anything really heating up over the weekend. So, I mean, I could see a little bounce. Does it mean that the overall longer term trends have shifted? No. You're right. In my opinion, liquidity zone is more of a buzzword, but the so-called zones are still a key point. I'd say, yeah, I definitely can be, Austin. But do you see what I'm saying? Where it's like, yeah, like, I'm not going to sit here and say like strategies can't work. They absolutely can. But what I have a problem with is that, like, the way of viewing things and how markets like actually work, it's just not true. Because what I want, actually, here's what I want. This is ideally what I want out of all of you guys, and I want to try and get all of the information that I have in my brain into your brains. That's why I do these streams. All of the macro stuff, analyzing markets and things like that. I mean, that's literally why VIX Insights is there the way in price the way that it is. Because again, if you can understand markets from it allows you to do so many more things. Like, you can let's just talk about it like this. Like, you're talking to other people just in a day-to-day environment. Information and education is one of the most valuable commodities that there is. Not in terms of like me selling it, in terms of like how people's view of you will change when you can explain high level concepts to them if they thought they knew it already. So that's just one of the reasons. And then again, think about it like this. If we're looking at, like, you guys all like are investing long term, when you guys understand these different factors and events happening in the market, well, you're going to then be able to make better long-term decisions for yourself. Think about how much you guys have learned so far just by coming around hanging out. Man, Boyle looking good. I'm taking a finance for managers course for my MBA, and they all think you're a genius. Right, exactly. Because what we do here is a practical application of all the things that they're teaching you. Like, you can go through all of the different models and all of the different theories, but until you can actually put that into practice, it's meaningless. Game-changing education here. Fired up to keep learning. Tor, dude, that message you sent me last night, buddy, I was... Dude, like, that means the world to me. I don't think you guys understand. Like, we're headed into a situation right now with markets and the way the economy is going to work, where there is going to be a group of people that has the actual education in order to navigate this the marketplace in general, and there's going to be the people that don't. And that difference between outcomes is going to be gargantuan, and people just don't see it. Sometimes I think to myself, it's almost like, I kind of wish I didn't know all this stuff, because in some cases, ignorance is bliss. Like, I sit here sometimes and I just look outside at all the cars going past, and I'm like, these people have no idea What's going on? Do you think anybody understands? Like, all right, think about that federal income, federal estate tax exemption. Do people know what what that's gonna do for them in the future? Do you think anybody in my generation understands the implications of them somehow getting all of this new capital when the money passes down from generations to generation, and what that could potentially do to financial markets? No. I wish people did. I wish they did. Or talking about the yen, or talking about the debt rollover, and all of these different things that like people are just not thinking about. The practicality, that's what's been so great to dive into with all of this. Well, it's going to get real fun now when we start talking about portfolio management. That's what we're doing probably this week and maybe next week as well. DRV back up, NG looking good. And then again, I just think it would be a disservice to all of you guys for me to not do this and to just sit there and be like, yeah, I'll be fine. Like I'm like, people don't know about trust either. Exactly. Cruts and like irrevocable trust and like where to put things and how they work, and like there's so many things, guys. So many things. NG moving up. That's good. That's good. So again, team, if you guys enjoy what we're doing on the streams here, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Helps out a whole lot getting these streams out to some more people. Sam Joker, 100%. And I will say that too. One of the benefits for me personally doing what I'm doing here is like it does help me too to write these things down and go through all of these things with you guys. Like it's not just I'm sitting here being like, oh, here we go, I'm gonna write something that's hard. No, like when I'm going through these threads and I have like a point to make, like yeah, I have to do a little bit of research on it too to get the actual pinpoint point that I want to make. It's not like, and it's not necessarily that I don't know it. It's just I need the exact data point because I don't have it off the top of my head. Fun fact, you were told by an HR person you can't ask potential employee what their parents do for a living. Ralph, didn't we talk about this in the group last week? Did that also happen in real life? Gen Z doesn't know what's happening with Japan. They care more about rappers beefing. Yeah, dude. Like, it's ridiculous. Insta messages. All right, yeah, David. I'll take a look at those. Let me see. I love that. I love that, man. That's great, David. That is awesome. Yeah, we did. You checked their HR rep and she said it was off limits. I wouldn't have known. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. That's kind of cool. I mean, not cool, but what the heck was that? Dude, they opened up the F1 arcade around here, and I just can't wait to go. I'm gonna go nuts on the track. Just start going nuts on the F1 arcade stuff. Let's see. The company that we're gonna talk about in VIX Insights this weekend too, I think you guys are gonna. It's gonna be more so for you young kids. Like I hate to say it like that, even though I'm one of you. Like Tor, And Andrew, you guys are gonna probably like you once we talk about it, you're gonna be like, oh, we can do this now? Like, yeah. It's a cool one. It's a cool one. So I'm gonna it might be so I might do the whole overarching macro one for you guys this weekend and then work on writing the single stock write up for you guys when beginning next week. Get it out to you guys then. Apple in the danger zone. Uh-oh. Yep. Apple. Oh god. A briefing disclaimer for boomers then? Nah, I mean the boomers might use the product too. There's a specific product that's out there that I think is people are just they don't see it yet, but they will. The younger generation definitely has seen it. You just signed up for VIX Insights. There you go, Morrow. Yeah, guys, it's pinned to the top of the live chat. I can throw it in here for you guys too. It's $15 a month. Nothing. Absolutely zero. I think it's cheaper than Netflix right now. DRV back up. NG. I'd love to see that thing get real spike. Oh, is this rollover on that? That could get interesting on NG. Yeah, up like 1%. You're curious now? You'll when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, that makes so much sense. GCT? Yeah, I can look at GCT. What's this? GigaCloud. I feel like you guys have asked me about this one before. I like that setup. If this can flatline a little bit more, form a little bit of a better range, I'd be fine with that. Tesla lost Tima. Uh-oh. That's not good. What's ES doing? Slip? Yeah, a little slip on ES there. This reminds me of what we saw. Was it Thursday? It was Thursday, I think, with this. No. I don't know. Somebody was shorting something. Is it here? Yeah. It was Friday, the 50-38 break. It reminds me of that. Both USD and GBP are moving sluggish against JPY. Yeah, I mean, you're not seeing anything crazy happen with it today. The dollar, I believe, is still up. So if you do remember, Dixie is not just like value of the dollar because you have to compare it to other things. So it's compared to 6 other currencies. I believe it's the euro, the yen, the Norwegian kroner. That's 3. The euro, the yen, the kroner. Canada, I think, and then a couple others. We could take a look again. Yeah, so it's GBP. Yeah, so it's euro, Japanese yen, British pound, Canadian dollar, Swedish krona, and Swiss franc. That was close. I had most of them. Spaghetti-o. Market slip. I don't like this gap. You still pay $8 to Netflix? Oh, wow. You got a deal in there, buddy. All right. I'd have to think about this one. I don't know what I want to do with this gap. Actually, that gap's at a real interesting spot. Okay. This could get interesting later. Miss your Amazon entry. Check out the intraday. You want to look at the 5? I can pull it up on the 5. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I mean, Timo would have gotten you. You would have drilled that one. Oh, my God. That was just pop, lock, slow grind down. Funny thing is, European Central Bank has not decided yet to cut rates, even with inflation. Well, they kind of have. ECB has come out and said that they want to start cutting. I know it's a shit stock, but can you look at ChargePoint? Yeah, I could look at David. 100%, I could look at ChargePoint. ChargePoint, actually, I would not. Hold on. I would not have. It depends on where it is. Oof, that's a nasty 5-minute. I don't why. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you have calls on this thing. Everything about this chart has just been screaming down. There has been no real trend shifts on this. I mean, the only trade that I might have wanted here is this, but other than that, this thing is just not in a good spot. Carvana knifing, but again, David, it's you probably have a different thesis there. Not a fan. We had some. What was it, like 2 years ago? We used to hammer ChargePoint. ChargePoint was fun. Those options moved. Oh, that was a good time. Did this thing just pop? No, I thought it did. NG back down. That's natural gas. ES slipped in there. Natural gas has been kind of moving with the overall broad market, which has been interesting to see. Boyle still holding on. Yeah, I'm up a little under 1% on the day here. You think the ECB is waiting to get a little bit more from the Fed? I think the ECB is going to do their own thing. Because you got to think about it here. Like, yes, they could be waiting for the Fed to give some more guidance. But remember, they have their own issues that they have to deal with as well. Gotta scream it. ChargePoint! Dude, we had so much fun with that. I think everybody has their own. It's not every man for themselves, but they got to figure out what to do. Like, if they're not gonna send everybody into it. Do they have an election this year too? Because this is a crazy year for elections. Or which European countries have elections this year? Which EU countries? That's kind of what I want to. All right, let's see. Oh man, they're gonna give me every freaking type of election, and I don't want that. 5 elections is maybe it's this. This might be better. Yeah, agree. Whatever. Yeah, US. So that's beginning of June. So in June, eligible voters in EU's 27 member countries will choose who represents them in the European Parliament. A giant in terms of voter numbers. The election is where is it? Okay, so we have that one. Portugal legislative election, Belgian federal election, Austrian legislative election. There's a lot of them. Like, there's a lot of elections this year, which are voted in all countries. Right. So that's a big one. And that's what, June 6th through the 9th, beginning of June. That'll absolutely be something we have to take a look out for. Because if they start cutting into it, they could be like, oh, look, everything's fine. Elect us again. You know? They could pull some of that nonsense, which I would not say is out of the question. Yields. This isn't off of bond yields. This could just be nonsense selling. Like, they could just be selling this thing just to sell it. You know? Is it true that they're voted in all countries? Was how they voted on a logo? No. Oh, it's true. They're voted in all countries. What is the difference there? Again, I've never lived in Europe. I haven't really looked at their election process, other than the fact that I took a political science class in college one time, which actually was a pretty cool course. Not gonna lie, I did like that class. I think that actually had some value in it. And all the popular EU members are anti-EU. Yeah. You know what the most useless class I took in college was? It was called Economics Through Film. So it was just like, it was the most BS class of all time, where at night you'd go in and you'd watch a movie, and then there'd be like basic, like macro, like economic 101 question, like concepts in it. And then you would just have to write like a 1-page essay on it. And I had like already seen all the movies. So they'd be like, what's this concept? And I'd be like, is this? And I just got like 100% in that class. First move of the markets to follow. That is a bit strange. I think Ralph, I think the one thing that's interesting here, and I want to ask what's his name about this, is some of those smaller chip names. Like if people were going long Nvidia, short the other names, which honestly almost wouldn't make sense. They'd probably go short Nvidia, long the other names. Because to me, like the micro strategy spread trade, like it makes sense, but it doesn't. They're crushing it on it though. Short micro strategy, long Bitcoin has been an absolutely amazing trade over the last month and a half. So we watched Wally. Yeah, we watched Wally. It's a Wonderful Life. There was one about like gold mining. It was like a gold rush one. I forgot what that one was called. The Big Short we watched. There was one about I don't know, some dude jumped. I don't want to say that, but like I forget. There were a bunch of movies in there. A couple I haven't seen, but most of them I had already seen. I could also almost recite The Big Short, the whole movie. Like you gave me a scene in it, and I can pretty much do it and say it along with the. It's bad. Like, that's not good. No, it was cool. Like I enjoyed the class mainly because it was like an easy GPA boost. But you think I went to that one? No. Sometimes when I would get bored, I'd go. Like after streaming or something, like because remember we used to stream from like 8:30 until 4. The Margot Robbie one. Hold on. Why do you want me to do the Margot Robbie line? We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Take a picture. We got him. All right, let's see. NG moving up there. That's nice. Nothing crazy though. Yeah, I mean, I'm up a percent today. That's fine. I mean, even with the tiny little, like that was like the most baby little paper cut on RKT that you could ever, or not RKT, RTX. All right, let's see. Gordon Gecko then despised him. I know a lot of Gordon Gecko types, or a few. Not in terms of like finance, but in terms of how people act. You just play dumb. You can see what they're doing, and then you can. It's not that hard. What do I think about HE? Let's take a look. Lean hog futures or Hawaiian Electric Industries. Let's do Hawaiian Electric Industries. This thing would need to flatline for me to be interested in it. NG looking good. Boil over 14. That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, I'm not being picky these days. I'm just like, I'm almost more okay with like taking base hits. Like that's kind of what I'm looking for. Like I wouldn't foresee, unless something crazy happens, me having like a 10, 15, 20% like day or week in the near future. You feel like Yellen should be running her mouth this week with the Fed on blackout? Oh, she absolutely should take this opportunity to start spewing. Absolutely. Puts on end run would have been fun. Mm-hmm. Remember I never made, well, so like think about it like this, guys. Remember back in like 2.5 years ago where everybody and their mother was talking about Lucid and I was sitting here like I vehemently hate this company. When I see things like that, I mean obviously that's going to be included in VIX Insights. Like we're going to do it, like I could do a whole research report on it as to why that's a terrible idea. This one though is the stock that I want to talk about. It actually has some interesting potential to the upside. Again, nothing is ever going to be, I don't own it. That's the other thing too. I don't own this one yet. I don't know if I'm going to, but again, I want to make sure that you guys have the information because like, I don't think you would be able to find this. about it or make the connection as to why it's there. Ralph, you know which one I'm talking about. Don't say it though. Because I went through and kind of did the preliminary analysis in this group that I was in. Or still am. I love that group. Ooh, NG just got smacked. Oh, no, it didn't. Sorry. It's got multiple decimal points here. So when there's more numbers and I'm looking at it on the top of the screen here, sometimes I mess it up. Yeah, capital preservation. Yeah, that's all this is. Like, if you can. All right, let's see. What else do I want to look at here? This is going to scare me a little bit, but where's AMD? All right. All right. Ouch. Where's Micron, actually? Oh, that got hammered. We're entering a news. How about CTAs? Is that a ticker, or you want me to talk about, like, CTAs? Commodity Trading Advisors. USD JPY, calm day here. Yields are coming up a little, so I'd watch out on this. If we do get a recession, you want to be the person with the most cash available. I have a lot of cash available. I just would need to mobilize it, you know? Yields down. Yeah, this is a little slow day here. I mean, there could be an interesting setup coming in. I'd have to take a look at it. I mean, we got a little time left here, though. Coin for fun? Coin's probably up. I don't know, though. Yeah, coin's up a little, but I'm not taking that. Let's see. You should get on the Section 8 housing at some point in the future. Dude, I've been wanting to do that for years. Years, man. I just haven't done it. I don't know. I just haven't gone to CRSP. I've looked at this one a few times. CRISPR. Oof. Oh my God. Look at this death chart here. Jeez. That's icky. Nah, I mean, I would not want to be long this now. Because again, guys, you can't I think you can't be out here trying to catch falling knives. Like, that's bad. You gotta wait for trend shifts. Let the crime begin. Yeah. They're committing crimes outside again. We don't really need the window open, though. I got the AC on. It's nice to get the fresh air in here, though. It is always nice getting the fresh air. Up 12% on the day while you're at the hospital waiting to be seen for a black widow bite. What the LG? Hold on, bro. All right, that seems a bit dangerous here. Not gonna lie, that seems like you're in trouble there. Hopefully, the wait times are not too long and they can give you the antidote for that. 12% on the day. Great job, bud. I'm proud of you, but let's get that Black Widow bite figured out. Unless you got never mind. If you wanna Spider-Man enters the chat. Snow, if you want to see Snow, I've looked at a lot. I mean, that last earnings was horrendous on it. This one. Ooh, I mean, you are coming down into these levels there. When's their earnings? End of May? Yeah. It's Texas, just brown recluse. Spiders and snakes, man, I don't. Spiders, I'm kind of All right, on. I hate snakes. I hate snakes. We've talked about that before, though, Mike. It's not like a fear of snakes. I just don't like them. Like, if I see a snake, I'm going to go in the other direction of said snake. There's no reason for me to be within 30 feet of a snake. No thanks. You can go over there, pal. Have a good time. Go slither and do your thing. I'm going to go somewhere else. Hi, NG. Scorpions. Scorpions are cool. Snakes just freak me out, man. Not a fan of snakes. Snakes eat lizards makes sense? Really? Oh, that's funny. I did not know that. Arvin with the fun facts today, buddy. I love it. Yield's coming down a little. USD JPY hanging on. NG moving up. Where's DRV? Is that thing still holding on here or no? Above 46? Oh, it's at 46. That's fine. I still got another dollar there. My stop's like right here, right around there. I just don't like anything that will hide and choose. Snakes, man, not for me. And I want to move to Florida too. So like, if I start seeing snakes, nope. NG with some movement here. Watch out on that. I mean, ES is coming back up. It's kind of been moving nicely with the overall market recently. Bro. Jeez, dude. Jeez, man. That is, oh my God. All right, what do we got? I feel like it's going to be, I mean, the earnings is going to be fun. Oh, I'm going on a Twitter space on Wednesday at 2, or an X space. That's going to be a really fun one. You guys, I saw the list of the other people that are going to be on there with me. You guys are absolutely going to want to listen to that one. Like, there's some heavy hitters that go into that space. I'm excited for it. It's going to be fun. Pythons? I don't like snakes, man. Just not for me. Not for me. When's your space? 2 p.m. Eastern Wednesday. Oh God, guys. He used to try to like not like see me when he would come around the area, but I was like, dude, we can't. I'm like, hey man, I can't be doing this. What's his name though? I don't know if there is a guy that like works around here that I see sometimes. Great guy. Great guy. DRV back up. Good afternoon or good morning. Yeah, so that space is at 2 Wednesday. That'll be a good one. Mastermind this week is going to be great for you guys too. I mean, I know the last week was probably one of the most important weeks, or the one that everybody was looking forward to the most. I saw your messages, guys. Thank you. I appreciate all the kind words, like how much this is helping you guys. That's exactly what we wanted to do with it. Friend just got a pet snake. Nope. Any of my friends get a pet snake, I'm no longer hanging out with them. Sorry. Or I'm hanging out with them where they're just very far away from where the snake is. Oops, the snake is missing. All right. Like, what are we going to do about that? Nothing good. Flamethrower? No, just kidding. Just kidding. Not going to flamethrower anybody's snake. Whew. All right, guys. A little slow day over here. I'm not really seeing much come through the oh, this could be interesting. Oh no. 9 minutes ago, Tesla cuts roughly 40-person growth content advertising team. Russia air attack. That's really it. That's all we got in the feed so far. No, Jag's in there. Jag's going to be on that one. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of fine with what I have for this week. So far. Let's see. Like DRV and NG, like the boil on here, I'm fine with this. Mm-mm. It's a wolf. It's a wolf space, Ralph. It's a wolf space. Not much happening yet. Guys, let's start mailing STV some snakes. Well, good luck with that because you're just gonna send it to my PO box. Like, have fun there. The freaking post office is gonna end up a snake farm. All right, let's see. DRV. I like this. I like it. We'll see what happens there. You have a pet snake, actually? That's sorry, Mo. We can't be friends. Sorry. Legless lizards. They freak me out. SMCI. How long have I? Oh, SMCI back testing 7. Is it really getting that low? Oh, dear Lord, that thing is not having fun. But you wouldn't know until you open it up. Well, you guys just said you're going to mail me snakes, so I'm not going to go, actually. I'm just going to say you can have them. We'll give it to the guy who stands outside the CVS in Southie who pretends that he like speaks gibberish all the time, but he doesn't. He's just lying. Get a massive fish tank? No. If NG can get above 1803, you could have some fun on boil. We could have some fun there. Oh, and again, team, we haven't really talked about it at all today. But again, all of the trading courses, they're 50% off. The buy one get one free deal on the day trading mastery course and the Swing Kings course is still going on. That's probably going to be around for the foreseeable future, just because, again, as always, if you guys show your willingness to learn, I'm not going to make you pay twice for those things. So again, those courses are really going to help you guys out a whole lot for those of you that really want to take advantage of those shorter term market moves. But for VIX Insights, guys, that is going to be, it's going to give you guys a lot in there. VIX Insights is going to be probably the best thing that you guys get from me ever. It's so cheap. Coupang, yeah, that is an interesting one. I've had my eye on this for a little bit, just watching it. This one is setting. I think Bill Ackman owns a bunch of this. I think Bill Ackman owns a bunch of that. Okay. DRV doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, I mean, this could maybe give us a setup here, but I believe, isn't this is a Chinese one, isn't it? Coupang? Oh, it's Seattle. Huh. Interesting. Can we get a bounce on SPY after good earnings on Thursday, or is it still bear? Well, you could absolutely if these companies start blowing earnings out of the water and head higher, yeah, obviously. I just think it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to make moves to the upside after their earnings with where all of these companies are, or a lot of these companies are still trading. Like, yeah, they've sold off a little bit from their highs, but compared to where they were trading at their last earnings, they're still very, very, very elevated. So to me, I'm just being careful with it. If we start to see some companies blow earnings out of the water, which we will see a few of them do, there will be some awesome opportunities that we get to take advantage of. We just have to wait for that to happen. So that's what I'm really focused on going into the next couple of weeks. And then just kind of riding out the rest of the DRV, seeing how this oil trade goes with natural gas, and then going from there. This is looking good. Tesla US marketing team eliminated in layoffs. That was kind of what we were talking about before. That was the second part of it. All right, let's see. What's the high on this today? 1792. That's getting there. Apple new low of day coming to pre-market gap. Dude, Apple is just getting I mean, I don't know where Tesla is right now, but it's green on the day by like 20 cents. But like that, this is people want out of this thing. That could be pension funds. Tesla, did this thing end up coming back down? Yep. Oh boy. Back down to 140 on Tessie. You think yeah, I mean, we could, but you guys know how I trade. Like those, like identifying those levels. Like, sure, it could help out a little bit with kind of the broad way of looking at things, but for me and the intraday trades that like we take, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Again, less trades, more profits. Letting the data and the system do its thing. That's why it's able to have so many of those winning months, man. We're slipping. We are starting to slip here. I think this might just be the decay on DRV. I mean, we are still green on the day. Granted, we are still green on ES here. Yields are coming down. This is not on bond yields. I think could just be Tessie and Nvidia and all the chip makers just getting hammered. That's interesting. There you go, Ralph. Jeez, dude, that thing has just been as fast as it went up, it's going down just as fast, man. That thing has gotten just hammered off of those highs. Same thing with MicroStrategy. I mean, I don't know where it is today, but this thing got blasted down. Those short MicroStrategy long Bitcoin trades that people were putting on are doing very well. I didn't really get it. I mean, I understand kind of the thesis, but they would have gotten blown out. Like if Bitcoin continues higher and they don't cover at these levels, the short MicroStrategy and long Bitcoin, I mean, if Bitcoin turns back up and starts running, they're going to get slapped on this just because MicroStrategy trades at a premium to its Bitcoin and overall core business. So it's Bitcoin holdings it trades at a premium to, as well as when you add back in their core business. So if like when Bitcoin goes up, like Bitcoin's up today, MicroStrategy's up 9%. So if that turns around, they could get whacked. I've had a few lava. Like I've made some really stupid decisions before. Like there was one day I lost like $7,000 for no reason, and I was like, that really pissed me off. That was really annoying. I hated that. That day sucked. because it was just it was just a stupid trying to just time a sell off, and you go on tilt sometimes. But that has not happened in a very, very long time. ES moving lower. Let's see what we get. Because it's impossible to, like, guys, the way that we trade over here, like, it's impossible for that to happen. And that's why everything is built the way that it is, so that you can't put yourself in that position. Like, the most that you could responsibly lose in a day with the day trading mastery course strategy is 2%. It's two. And it would actually end up being less. It would probably still be around one, because if you're looking at taking two setups, you only risk half on the first one. Yeah, I mean, we've all been there, guys. It's not like again, it's not like I haven't done that. Like, everybody's done it. It sucks, but you got to understand why you do what you do in the market, and then how to fix it. That's the most important thing. Like, if you don't learn from that, you're just going to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Yeah, again, that's why, Rogue, that's why I tell you guys, you always got to be paper trading. Like, to start, to understand how those brokers work, to make sure that you know to cancel orders after you have another order hit. Especially if you're new to futures, like, you got to be careful with it. Because if you have open orders sitting there and it doesn't have another one protecting it, uh-oh. NG holding all right. ES moving to the downside here. Very slow, though. Very slow day so far. See, I don't know if I would play this, because technically you shifted this trend here. I mean, maybe if we sell off a lot, you come down, then get a retest back up for a short. I'd have to take a look at it, though. No pain, no gain. 100%. 100%. I do enjoy the talks. Caesar, I appreciate you, buddy. See you tomorrow, everyone. See you guys tomorrow. Remember, VIX Insights is now released to you guys. The first research reports are going to be coming out this weekend, but we'll talk about that when we wrap up the stream in a little bit. One four, Johnny, what are you talking about there? Which ticker? Oh, Apple, yeah, or Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's been getting manhandled. Absolutely manhandled. DRV drop below nothing. NG's chilling. Yeah, I think this is going to be a slow week until we start seeing the earnings pick up. Like, who's reporting? Like, who do we have? Today after hours, nothing. Tomorrow before open, we have GM, UPS, GE, Lockheed, Spotify. That'll be interesting. Raytheon, JetBlue, Halliburton. After close tomorrow, we've got Tesla, Visa, Enphase, Texas Instruments. Like, that's going to be a big day. That is going to be a real big day. Well, this week is huge in general. And then Wednesday, Boeing, AT&T in the morning, General Dynamics, Boston Scientific. After close, you have Facebook, IBM, Ford, Chipotle, ServiceNow. Thursday, I mean, before open, you've got Royal Caribbean, American Airlines, Altria, Caterpillar, Southwest, AstraZeneca. After close is big. You got Microsoft, Apple. Sorry. Thursday after close, you have Microsoft, Google, Intel, Snap, Roku, T-Mobile. And then you have oil earnings on Friday. When's Apple? Because Apple is usually during this week. That's interesting. Let's see. All right, guys, it is 11 a.m. That is going to be wrapping up the stream for today. Again, we got all those links with all that education there for you guys in the description for those of you guys that still need to hop in there. But again, most importantly, VIX Insights is released for you guys. We have our first research reports. I'm going to try to get 2 of them done for you guys to send out to you guys this weekend. We're absolutely going to be having one, but that is starting, man. Again, you guys can go through. I'll probably put a little video out on my Instagram story, kind of breaking it down a little bit more. But again, the overarching thing with it is that if you can have a better understanding of markets, either in the present, the past, you can have a way better time making much better, solid, data-driven decisions going forward. And then again, we also have those single stock analyses that we're going to be doing for you guys as well. So again, I mean, the amount that I can charge for that thing every single month is in the hundreds of dollars, but it's $15 a month. I want to make sure that everybody that wants to have access to that type of knowledge and education can. So there you guys go. Other than that, guys, don't do anything crazy today. There's nothing wild going on. We have earnings coming up. We've got PCE on Friday, which is going to be fun to watch. We're definitely going to be paying attention to that. But other than that, guys, those of you guys that are in the mastermind, we got mastermind tomorrow and Wednesday. That is going to be very fun. But team, I will see you guys later. Another solid day, another solid start to the